LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to what is going to be our decider. One of these teams is heading through to the semi-finals, one best of three away from taking themselves to the StarSeries I-League LAN finals, which will be based in Kiev. $300,000 on offer. The other will have no chance to go far. It is North versus Kinguin, both teams taking their opponent's map choice in fairly dominant fashion as well. It was definitely surprising to see not only a 16-7, I believe, in the first map on Overpass in favor of Kinguin, and then, well, basically a complete turnaround in the previous map, or one that we just witnessed, which was, of course, Rain, where North won even more dominantly in a 16-5. So, yeah, it is not even sure where this is going. There's also an 11th man currently in the server, which probably makes things a little bit more interesting when it comes to me choosing players. But, yeah, we are just going to be waiting for this one to get underway, and I don't even know who I favor. I would say after that, especially just the way that Kirby was just going off the chains in some of those rounds, I would give this over to North. But at the same time, I think a lot of this will come down to two of the M's, Maniz versus Mertz, the AWPers in this map. A map that's so dynamic with the AWPing available to it. I would just say that, realistically, those two players can be the ones to decide the game. And, well, hopefully, at least, we are going to see them at the top of their game. Ave is now going to move to spectators, thankfully, which means that the numbers no longer become so confusing. I'm not sure how we would hit 11. In easy, I love you too. I love you too. Either way. Now going into our knife round. A map where I don't really feel like this side choice matters so much. I think flipping a coin would be just as effective. It's mainly down to personal preference, and, well, the personal preference of Kinguin. I would probably say they're going to go for CT side. I feel like most teams still choose CT side no matter what happens, so going into round fairly shortly, just waiting for either side to ready up. As said, I think stage I'm gonna be favoring North, but who even knows? That's the thing, who even knows? It seems so much that the last couple of maps have been down to the individuals stepping up. We saw a very good performance from Mini first map, and then he fell off. Then we got pretty much everybody on North step up for the second. Also Taz given an honourable mention in the first map as well with some integral clutch plays. Have to wait and see who is in this one. But going into pistol round, we'll be getting underway. Quite a lot of utility actually purchased up. I imagine this is going to be some sort of A take, unless they are planning on pushing into middle early in the round. That is a hell of a lot of utility just to go towards B. Then again, you do have the sort of wall of smokes that you can create over towards that B site, and if you look at all the way that the players are facing, that normally gives you a little bit more of a inkling as to where they're going to be going. So maybe we'll have the wall of smokes on short, and then just a buttload of flashbangs thrown in to try and overwhelm the man that's there. There isn't a kit on the CT side, so definitely chance that just even the bomb going down could be enough to overwhelm these remaining players. But Reeks is going to kick things off with a nice little pop of the head. Kirby, someone who definitely had some hugely impactful rounds in the previous map, is going to be down. Has already in on a quick flank as well and has support. AZ is going to be the one waiting for them. And it's just going to be a quick couple of trades. Now AZ is going to have an awful lot left to do here, and he's already been spotted. His position is no longer valuable, and it's not going to work out. Nice idea from North, but ultimately it was the early kills that came in for the CT side that enabled that retake to be possible. Now going to be 1-0 in favour of the Polish side, but not expecting much of an investment into this next one, unless, of course, Valde wants to drop an AK over to someone. Other than that, I expect them to just save and wait for round number 3. As said, nothing invested, so it's just going to be that attempt to get the bomb down. Yeah. Wow. I used the word attempt for a reason. It completely fails. Not a thing will be done. CT side ruined that second round for North, but we're just ready and waiting. Third one. Plenty of utility smokes across the board for every member of North. At CT side, they've got a lot of utility, but definitely still have some limitations in terms of weaponry. A couple of UMPs in play. I'll be interested to see where they're playing. Actually, both over towards the B side, so that's where the vulnerabilities will lie. Rallen is going to look for a little bit of aggression here. We'll actually find that opening pick. It could be an important one at that. Hey, Curry, how's it going? Kirby. Let's manage to net one back, but actually that's the bomb dropped over towards the ramp, so now the CT side can start their rotation. They've still got Reets coming in the back lines, although one kill will come in for AZ, which could be enough, because Mouse is now the lone defender of that bomb. Taz trying to stay alive, but Validate's going to go hunting and shuts him down early. Leaves just Reets and Mouse, who's still trying to defend that bomb. He's actually go pushing through the smoke. It may be a little bit of a surprise factor, but AZ's not surprised and not amused as he takes down his opponent. And now the CT side, they probably will go for a buy in this one, unless they desperately want to get those AWPs in very early, which they could do, but nah. They're just going to try and reset their opponents. I think that's the right decision. Side left with limitations. This time, it's not so much the rifles that are missing, it's the utility. May have to see some aggression coming out on Reets. About to do just that. Mid control has been taken by North. Not much of a challenge. It's kind of difficult to challenge without utility, without flashbangs. Without that all-powerful AWP. Looking to barrel in towards that B site. Reeks already getting tagged down and a double entry. Make that a triple entry comes in for the T side. Kinguin have been absolutely ruined. And while Mouse and Rallen, without any utility, without a kit, are going to be trying to just save onto their weapons, but that's easier said than done. Kirby already spotting out one, and he's just a headshot machine at the moment. As now Rallen, well, he catches him again. The same will be happening to him. 2-2. Scoreline equalized. Now it is just going to be pistols. Invested at all. Just a singular P250. Personally, I'd rather see a flashbang. Just enable something to be popped past. Actually, Rallen will manage to find one. They do have the majority of their players over towards this side of the map. He's doing some damage, but eventually everything is sorted. Bomb has been planted. Trying to hold to try and get themselves an exit frag or two, get a weapon into their hands, but realistically with Mertz the only man in any sort of aggressive position, and a Mach 10, all that they can gain. Shouldn't be possible. Somehow Reitz is actually managing to dodge quite a lot. How is he still alive? Finally, somebody will kill him. It takes a shot to the back of the head of Valde as well. Kinguin, they've got themselves a buy. Again, it doesn't have an AWP behind it. Already kits and no incendiaries as well. So in terms of a retake, things will be very difficult. Question is, can Kinguin stop the streak of... So far, it hasn't really looked like it. Money has started to be built up, and although we haven't seen a buy of actually like every single player with rifles and utility, we're not getting that again. Rallen. And looking for a little bit of aggression, although that pot flash is just absolutely perfect. He does manage to at least fall back, but he's now been forced off the angle. Taz, however, goes for some aggression of his own, and he just destroys the north side. Taz with an absolutely ridiculous round, headshotting 3 players. And, well, what do you say about that? North have just been schooled. 2 players left, AZ and Valde. Top of the board for their team at the moment. Now we're going to be looking to push out. Now let's see. The timing's at least going to catch off Mouse. However, the bomb being dropped is going to make things very difficult indeed. 30 seconds left on the clock, and they may even want to just hold on to their weaponry. Don't want to face off against Taz when he's in this sort of form. Still waiting. He actually hits another headshot. That was a 4th headshot for him. Eventually. Left as a save. CT side get themselves equalized once again, but once more it is that chance for the reset. We saw plenty of money troubles on train for Kinguin, as they never really got themselves any rounds streaked together. Do you have a favorite team in CS? To be honest, I don't really anymore. I quite like the Imperial guys, but I used to, like, G2 used to be my favorite team because it was like the combo of Kenny and Shox, but now Shox is no longer in that team. It's not so much the case. Reitz already going to be overwhelmed. He's had problems from this very position before, but actually it's going to be him to start things off. And Taz here with the support, but Valde doubles down. AZ adds another to the death toll and leaves Mouse and Miniz. E2 remaining, looking to try and catch somebody on the cross, but the fact is that's not going to be happening. No real reason for them to do that, but Mouse pushes in aggressively, and Ace manages one, somehow gets the second as well, and now AZ, well, at least the bomb's planted, but he has so much left to do. We'll be watching the ad with ease and hits the instant headshot, leaving Mouse as the only one remaining. Even knows where his opponent is as well, and only 13 HP, just needs to make the shot. Great work from AZ, the triple kill in the end. And him and Valde, there's a reason they're currently top of the board at the moment. Both of them having killer rounds. CT side, though, they are going to be going for the Force. Try and make this work with what little they have. They don't want to be sent down to nothing. Pray through the smoke. Does at least get Rallen one. Be an atrocious round for the CT side to lose. Pretty, though, there the trades are. Only one man left, Taz. He's had some good rounds so far. Can he do anything? Oh, no, he can't. Valde will decapitate him. Leaves just Mouse. 1 versus 4. I think he's just going to have to try and save this rifle once again. North are going to be getting themselves a 5th round onto the board. The question is, do they now go hunting? They don't have a huge amount of money themselves. Fact is, do have 4 players already alive. Well, they're looking for him, but Mouse is hiding in his little hole. But actually, it's quite a nice hole, if anything. Got some sofas, he can chill. The fact is, that's not what they want to be doing here. It is 5-3. One team goes through to the semi-final. The other is eliminated. I felt like North, after what was such a good performance on Train, going into this one feeling confident. It is only Mouse with the rifle here. Kirby's already going to take the head off of one. Give his shoulders a break. Much invested here at all. The only man that can really make the difference here is going to be Mouse. Does at least open onto one, but Valde is so quick with the trade. Now, well, it should just be slaughter, but a couple of kills at least going the way of this CT side, keeping the T side money honest. It's not like they've been winning these rounds perfectly clean, all 5 players surviving. Reeds, well, Gate is 6-3. Dillo is a monster. I saw someone with a sign, like a picture posted by ESL with that on it, and it just makes me laugh, because it's like, out of all the things that I thought would be made into a sign, at the time, I'd never thought it would have been that. Then there's somebody who's just edited Justilo's face onto a lobster, and then my name is just in there. Weird world. Once again, we will have a purchase in from Kinguin. Al's in an aggressive position. It's going to catch off one. Easy looking for the trade, but won't be able to and has to be careful. More players here. The flashbang's good as well. Buys a little bit of extra time and keeps the man advantage going. And one problem on Mirage is if you ever get stuck over towards that ramp, it's very easy for this round to just swing out of control. However, Mertz with a pick. That's going to be enough for the T's to just make the decision to fall back. Actually, just look at the position of MSL. Oh, that's a shame. Before I even finish the sentence, Maniz takes him down, but now they've completely abandoned A. Nobody here. Push is already out from AZ. He's sort of looking around. You could tell it may be a little bit confused here. Well, they managed to take jungle control. It definitely looks like the CTs are more setting up for a retake. Long flank coming in from Taz. They have all of the information. The fact is, where did the CTs actually plant for? Or the T, sorry. The fact is, it has to be for this short spot. But AC will at least manage to find one. He's been excellent so far. Currently 10-5. Mertz is going to fall. AZ looking for a little bit more. And that's a nice shot. Takes Reetz's head clean off. Taz coming in on the flank, though. Look like anybody's watching around that angle. Kirby's still watching to see if anybody comes in from the other side. But he now goes for the peek. He's been waiting patiently, and actually AZ's just going to do the work on his own. Kirby is handed a frag at the end, and AZ is on point. 12-5, Valde 12-4. And they are the reason at the moment the North are sat in the lead. We are going to have a small amount of investment here from Kinguin. A few pistols. We're going to have an inherent advantage here, of course. Going to be playing this one nice and patient. Not go for anything too risky. feel that this round should be fairly comfortable to them. Be going for a little bit of aggression. Waiting for the push, but they've actually got a couple of players here. Mal's up close, maybe a bit of a pain in their side. They've still got to deal with Rarlan as well. The thing is, they haven't left the clock that low. The only problem will be is if Rarlan doesn't do much damage. He does actually get 2 kills. The fact is, Taz, is his flank going to be quick enough? I'm not sure it will be. It's all on whether or not Valde actually makes a mistake with the bomb, and Taz is playing this wonderfully. Waiting on the time. 3 kill for him. Picks up an AK as well. Gets a second onto Taz. And now it is left all onto AZ. But again, he's just going ham. Giving himself a real chance. And he crosses back, but Reeks finds the kill. A round stolen out of absolutely nowhere. The gun will be retrieved as well. Kinguin are back in this 7-4. However, look how much money there is for the T's.
Counter-terrorists win.
Right. For the CT side, of course, after managing to steal that round away, but as said, North do have the money to purchase into this one. Taz, almost caught early on in this round, has to be a little bit careful. And North, whenever things go wrong, they just seem to push in towards the D site. And well, the knees this time is set up waiting, but it doesn't last long. MSL with a double in middle. The in-game leader leading by example, but Reeds has something to say about that. Does get a couple of kills back. The flashbang's good as well to buy a little bit of space. AZ's been excellent so far. However, can he do it once again? He's got the support of Mertz. Oh, now Mertz is all that is left. 1 versus 2, both players tagged. Has the AWP in hand, but misses the shot. Has to be careful because they're getting ever closer. Does find one through the wall, actually. Mal's on half HP. He doesn't know where he is. That's the problem. And it will be Mal's to win the round. 7-5. Kinguin starting to bring this back a little bit. Fact is, the T's, even now, can still buy. Was taken. Guessing that was a tactical one by Off. Actually, they're going to have some limitations to there. But same can be said for the CTs, though. It's another one of those reset rounds which could ultimately be the difference between North just running away with a half and going into their CT side for the lead, or even just Kinguin. They could bring this back and take the lead. Definitely a possibility here. However, Taz has other ideas. He's already, again, picked up a double. Crucial round for his team. Rarlan is going to fire one more, and Mertz is decked. It's a completely flawless one at that. Valde, the man who was dropped down to the pistol. Interesting considering how well he's been playing. Maybe he just doesn't need a rifle. That could be the case. Giving him the better weapon. 3PM4. She does manage to get one more kill, but it won't be anything to write home about. And now the T's are out of money themselves and probably have to save for the final round of the half. Just a few pistols alongside some utility. Gonna try and just overwhelm this B-site hold. They do get a kill early on. Kirby finds a first. As isolated behind the smoke and leaves Maniz to try and style on them with the AWP. Actually, he'll miss a shot. Luckily, he has his teammate to help him. Taz still hiding behind the smoke, and Rarlan looking to go a little bit more aggressive. Now it's all onto Valde once again. This time he has an AWP, but doesn't have any armor. Looking to get a little bit closer onto his position. The fact is, Rarlan in the corner should make things possible. And eventually, it will be 7-7. Scoreline equalized, a 4-round streak for Kinguin as they bring this back to a close scenario. But here comes the big buy for North in the last round of the half. Double op setup now in. Kinguin going to be bringing that in onto Rarlan as well. Hot flash. Actually leave them blind. And well, a lot of this is going to come down to Mowers. Kirby doesn't check the angle at all. And already going to be the opener. Quick trade in from Mertz as now Taz lurks inside the smoke. He manages to find a first but can't do anything more. Double ops in a retake setup is not going to be ideal. Luckily, now they only have one. Not so luckily, they now have less people. North now playing the afterplant situation. Long wrap around from Valde is going to make things very difficult indeed. Now the bomb is planted in default, so his position's not going to be too valuable if they actually get onto the bomb. Well, AZ should be able to just... Oh, okay, that's one way to do it. Decapitate the final man. A great half from him. 19-9. He definitely seems like the difference maker here. Now, well, the pistol round once again are going to play a big part into who gets off to that flying start over on the second half. Either way, a quick pit stop for either side. Really is nothing separating these teams at the moment other than the singular round that was won by North. In all honesty, after being 7-3 up, sorry, they should be further into the lead here. Kinguin with a nice resurgence to at least bring this second half close. Been a long, long day so far for Kinguin. Longer one for anybody watching at home, especially if you're a Polish fan, as we do have another game coming up. AGO versus... Actually, you're a Danish fan. There you go. It works again. Although... Danes do they even have in that team anymore? Two. Technically... No, actually, yeah. Danish and Swedish. Freiburg's joined. So, or not joined as a sub. Pissed around getting underway. Gonna have a bit of utility in onto Maniz. It is looking like we're about to have a straight up hit towards this A site, and well, if you look at where the stack is at the moment, That leaves a lot onto AZ. He has been excellent so far. Already boosting himself up. Doesn't manage to connect the initial shots. Kind of wants to find something here because they don't have a kit. And they're desperately going to need something going into this retake. But the fact is nothing has been achieved. Bomb goes down with a 5 versus 5 still in play. Quick trade will come in eventually. But there's no kit. That's the big thing you have to remember. But MSL manages another one. The IGL doing all of the work. And Ralin is overwhelmed as well. MSL with a triple. He now wakes up to the table as well. And North are going to take the second pistol. Similar scenario to what we saw from Kinguin. Expecting them to just save. They can't even drop an AK into anybody anyway. So forcing here would be a little bit over the top. Likelihood is we're just going to wait and see them go in with the AKs in the next round. Oh. That running boost didn't work too well. Mertz will say thank you very much. Triple kill for him. Quad kill for him either. Padding his stats a bit. Well, these will meet the same fate. Flawless round for North. Great way to kick off this half, but ultimately we know the AKs are coming into this one. CT side. Definitely win in terms of the utility battle, but when it comes down to weaponry, those AK-47s in the hands of Kinguin, definitely the favoured. Or maybe if there's a CZ in the game somewhere, that'll be the one. Paz from Palace nets the opener and takes no damage in return, so Mertz gone. Now we need to see somebody make a play from CT side, and here we go. This is the man to do it, AZ. Now up close. If he can get more than one here, they have a chance. But other than that, it should just be a quick push onto the site. But that timing has just wrecked him. Easily enough. And I think the CT side should just save their weapons here. Getting back into this round is just so difficult. They've got a couple of kits, but all in all, they'll have enough money to buy onto the remaining players in the next round anyway. Fighting this just doesn't seem worth it. And MSL is now going to fall. I wonder if Kirby's going to meet the same fate. No, he finds the kill onto the low. Reeds, but hunting for that weapon. Risky, to say the least. Now, they should, at this point, still have a buy into the next round anyway. But if they lose too many more players, it could be a problem. But Kirby starting to get his confidence, starting to get his big boy pants on as he shuts down a couple of the remaining players. Valde does still have a kit. Actually, Kirby's going to be caught. Now, that doesn't seem so worthwhile. Their money will start to play a part into the next round. I think they should still have a buy anyway. Mertz will have 5 grand. Kirby 4.4. Yeah, it's not the worst. Maybe drop a rifle over to MSL and or FAMAS. I'm actually going to save. I like the dedication to making sure they have an AWP, but see if that comes back to bite them. I was still going to have one rifle onto Valde at least. MSL going to be going Very aggressive. Has himself the CZ and... well, that's one way to go down early in the round. It's only left onto Valdi. He is the man with the rifle, but left within the smoke. I should know where he is, although actually he does manage to get one. A second as well for Valdi, looking to try and take this round into his own hands, but he falls. Still a lot of low players, or at least one in the form of Mouse, and a nice shot from AZ. Maybe he could take this home. Only Rallen left, and in terms of what that buy was, that was not bad at all. Again, though, we do have a buy onto either side. Both teams' economies is going to be restless here. Actually, we may be about to see the exact same play, but look at the amount of damage already done. Miniz is dropped by the AWP of Mertz. Kaz still looking to try and force the issue here. Valde maybe pulling his pants down, but again, he at least takes one with him. Rallen and Reitz trying to at least get a couple of their own, and they've turned this into a 3 versus 2. I want to remove this man from middle before anything more is done, but a lot easier said than done. Well, now AZ is all that remains. Doesn't have a kit. Scoreline is going to be equalized here. Oh. Looking to try and hold on to his rifle. CT side in a bit of trouble here, and well, they did so much damage in the previous round, but now won't get anything from it. Rallen is still hunting to try and take this remaining rifle away. Probably starting to wonder if somebody has managed to sneak past him. Actually, he's going to go push it into the clutches of AZ. Will survive the bomb blast as well. So again, costly rounds for Kinguin. The fact is they're still winning them. 10-10, scoreline equalized once again. Again, just one rifle in. It is AZ with it in his hands. He's been great so far, and they are actually going to be pushing into the stack. A chance, maybe. Not spotted out Mertz, but the fact is, he doesn't really have anything to play with. He would need an absolute miracle here. He's got so many players to spot. He wants a knife kill, but the fact is, it's going to be very difficult for him to achieve. I have no idea he's here, and I haven't planted the bomb. Rifle will be picked up. He's going to take the first. Look at the second for Rallen, but can't quite control the spray. It is going to be 11-10. Again, a very costly round, and now we have a buy back up. But the fact is, unless North start winning some of these rounds and not just making them costly, it makes absolutely no difference to the outcome of this map. As it's going to be sticking with another SMG, this time the MP7. 4 rounds in a row for the T side. Nades do a whole 0 damage, 1 armor damage. Taken like a little bit of felt off the Kevlar. He's just looking to set up over towards this A side. Now, considering they've won 4 rounds back to back, the money definitely doesn't reflect it. And Blue Bean? Bean? Difficult name to say. Hello, either way. CT side at least have themselves 3 players over towards this side of the map. The T's, I think they're getting a little bit skeptical that maybe somebody will have pushed around the flank by now. Rotating quite late in this round. 45 seconds left on the clock. Now only just taking mid control. This is very risky from Kinguin. They know that they're going to have to get their move on, and Kirby sat in the corner. Could be a big problem for them. Still has a little bit of utility as well. They're down to just 25 seconds left on the clock. Now the bomb's going to get dropped as well. This is a big problem for Kinguin. I think they might have slightly overthought this round, and because of this, they're going to be absolutely slaughtered. Only Maniz left. 4 HP in a 1v5, and it is a flawless round from North. They get onto the scoreboard in a decent fashion, in style, in fact. Now, while the T's could risk a buy here, got themselves 3 players. Rowland could even drop one. It wouldn't be the worst case scenario. East side, you can already see the limitations. 4 rounds back to back. Still don't have money for a full buy. That is scary stuff. It really shows how much damage North have been doing. Like we're about to have a hit towards the B side, though Kinguin looked like they were going to hit A through main of the ramp in the last round and completely changed their mind and went back with very little time to spare. Oh, though. Hot flash from Valde may be absolutely perfect, and it is. He catches so many players blind, has the support from MSL, and is looking to survive, but Taz will take him down. However, it doesn't last long, and now Maniz is all that remains. 40 seconds left, and he is having an atrocious game. 7 and 16. He was unbelievable on Overpass. Didn't quite show up in the previous map and definitely hasn't shown up in this one. I think that has been the difference. 25 seconds left on the clock. Actually, there's nobody on A. That could be a bomb plant, at least for Maniz. Now, money's still not going to be good for Kinguin no matter what happens here. Well, unless he wins, of course. Be one hell of a time to wake up. Bomb goes down. Yerby's first on the scene. The response team are in. He is going to spot his opponent. Still looking to try and take the fight. Doesn't really need to here. Should just wait for the cavalry to arrive. Hot flash again is utterly perfect. He is blind and trapped, and Kirby will eventually finish the job. 12 to 11. They just want to go back and try and retrieve the AWP. Now, while the bomb plant helps a little bit with Kinguin's money problems, but the fact is they can't really afford to buy. Pistols will be the better idea here. Make sure that they can get money into the next round. In the meantime, North now have a chance to actually make themselves some cash as well. Maybe we'll see a Deagle or two along the way. They will get 2,400 into the next round, so that's something. Valde at least having a good time with his dancing banana. But yeah, as said, just a few pistols. Taz may be there to just drop the AWP, or actually, no, he's going to buy as well. Oh no, he can still drop an AWP, but just won't have any head armor for himself. Then again, Maniz has had such a quiet game so far that maybe that's not something that they're thinking about. Mertz and MSL kick things off with a couple. Roland at least will be able to get one back. A chance to make money, and that's exactly what will be done by North. 13 to 11. lead bolstered further. Now 3 rounds is all that's needed, but can do at least have themselves a bye. There isn't going to be an AWP in play. I do feel like that does leave some holes in their gameplay. Rarlan currently the one leading the board, and I think Meniz is needed if they're going to be able to take this over the line. The other side of things, we've seen a strong performance from AZ. And Valde as well, and you say his name and he shall appear. AZ with another double to start things off. Taz with the pop flash, trying to retreat, but fact is, ready, such a killer round. Though, gives an opportunity back in. However, AZ's just taken this by storm. He gets his 3rd kill. Barely any damage done to him as well. Leaves just 2 players remaining. AZ's definitely feeling it at the moment. 29 and 12. The difference maker in this map. Valde will be there to support him. Even a hot flank coming in from MSL. No way that Taz gets out of this situation. He'd have to do something pretty damn impressive, and he gets a kill at least. But it will be 14 to 11. T-side realistically calm by here, but you can always understand these sort of decisions. Pause going to be called. Obviously, coach dropped out. Here we go. Actually gonna force. As I said it's understandable. The heroic game, heroic versus AGO will follow this game. We're just waiting for this one to end, and after that we will go into that one. Force buy is not a good one. Kinguin clearly feeling that fighting this back for overtime is not something that's on the cards for them. They're gonna take the risk here. Setting up over towards that A site. Left, and they are just setting up. It is going to be AZ here once again. It's been a menace to deal with so far. Already spots out Taz, and he will get another kill to his tally. I believe that's number 30 on the board. Goes for the spray and does more damage as well. Still, got to watch out for Kirby, and the trades are coming in. Valde going to go rotating towards the spawn, and actually the bomb's going to duck out of the round. 31 kills now for AZ. Bomb has gone. Rarlan may try and sell this fake and leave it onto Meniz, but the fact is Meniz has not been a clutch master. Has barely even been on the board at all. Bomb will be planted. Mertz, I think he knows he's coming. Oh, no, maybe he doesn't. Oh, that time is going to absolutely wreck him. That's a free kill and also an AWP into the hands of Rarlan if he can retrieve it. MSL, he almost gets timed on as well. Both players now tagged ridiculously low. Valde just going to make his way towards the site, and actually will remove one. It's now left onto Meniz. This time a 1 versus 2. There is a kit onto MSL and an incendiary and a smoke. Those could be crucial. Both players coming back into the site. The fact is, can Meniz save them here? Looking to get onto the bomb. He spots him, but it's not going to be enough. It will be the defusal for MSL. A bomb plant at least helping to give Kinguin a buy into the next round. But the fact is, North now are on map and series point. Chance to get to the semi-final. A chance to be just 1 series away from getting to the StarSeries LAN. $300,000 on offer once you get there. Ready. I'm not mistaken, we got Mouse Sports, obviously the invite team after winning the previous StarSeries LAN. We have, of course, Hellraisers winning Betnet, got them a place. And also Liquid, I believe, for our first invite team. Many more to come. Question is, will North be joining that list? Obviously, they won't do it from this match, but we'll play again tomorrow if they win this. Will Kinguin be stealing it away from them in overtime? It has to be in overtime now. Oh, after 5 rounds in a row, have to try and break the chain. Let's aggressive position on short. Late mid take could get him a free frag. This is all going to be about patience. Teammate AZ will be in aggressive position. He's already tagged and Mertz does hit the shot. Reeks actually does manage to win the duel. 40 seconds left as they now go towards the A site, and this time AZ is unable to do anything. But the fact is that smoke could make things very interesting indeed, as the bomb will now be isolated for quite a bit more time. What can be heard? It's not going to matter. Mertz is now all that is left. 25 seconds left on the clock. Mao's going to be running his way. Quick flick to find the first. He's waiting around the corner though, and it will be 15 to 12. Another round onto the board for Kinguin, and only 3 until they equalize things. Side. Actually got 3 players in Palace here now. AZ seems he has his crosshair ready and waiting, but again he's going to get overwhelmed. If he was to go quiet towards the end of this match, that could be a real problem. He has been the one dragging them through. Question is, this round at least, if they want to end it here, they've got to end it without him. MSL sure likes that idea already. Getting himself a pick, turning it into a 4 versus 4. Kaz just waiting, trying to hold the headshot angle. We'll isolate him at least. So, leading the charge back into the site. Maniz hits one on the scope. Gonna try and get towards this bomb, and actually they found a couple of kills along the way. Kyobi is going to run straight through, but he doesn't have himself a kit. Just trying to bait them into the position, and it's all going to be left on to Reeds. He sprays down 2 kills, though. Left on to just 1 HP. And Valde can't find the bomb. He has to bait him into this position. It doesn't matter. The bomb's going off. Valde will get the kill, but the round is done. Reeds with the clutch. Valde will die as well. And now the money is going to be ruined for North. The fact is they probably have to save here, just to give them a chance going into round number 30. It looks like this may be going the distance. Nothing invested. A flashbang and a P250. Once again, looking to play this nice and slow. MSL still manages to get himself a kill. He's actually moved himself to 2nd on the board. Well, they don't really have much to lose in this round. Might as well try and overwhelm a couple of these players. MSL spots that one with the Mac 10, but can't do anything more. And side really just hoping they can get an exit or 2, give themselves a weapon into the next round. It isn't going to happen. 15-14. Kinguin with the chance to take us to overtime They survive a little bit longer. StarSeries qualifier. Are going to see a pause taken. I imagine it's of a tactical nature for North. No AWP, but they do have rifles and plenty of utility. A couple of kits alongside it as well, so not a bad buy by any stretch of the imagination. Crunch time. If North lose this, then, well, all the momentum swings into Kinguin's favour. Money no longer becomes a problem for either of these teams, as we will be getting plenty of cash into overtime. Patience from Taz. Aggression actually going to be coming in, and Mouse is ready and waiting. DTs know he's there, but at the same time, he knows they are there. Gonna have MSL, a little bit of aggression, but he already gets tagged fairly low. Can't afford to go for any more of a repeat. Hit control is just gonna have to be gifted. Look towards this T side. Well, actually, the CTs don't look like they want to give it up just yet. Minute left on the clock as the T's actually now look to double back towards the B side. Or not. Maybe even they don't know where they're going, but the clock's starting to rush them a little bit now. 45 seconds left. CT side falling back into more of a split, and actually it splits further towards that B site, which is the wrong call to make. They're out of utility. They've got no more stopping power. It's going to come down to just raw individual skill. Now, this man has been one to do work so far. The last couple of rounds, he has been going a little bit quiet. Flash going to be coming in, and well, now there are 3 players. Make that 4 players on the site, but quickly one is taken down. Reeks with a double. Trades coming in. Decent position in the back from Mertz as well, and it's left all onto one. It's done. It's over. North have eliminated Kinguin. There is absolutely nothing Rarlan can do, and North will be making it through by the absolute skin of their teeth. The final map going 16-14, and it is North with the victory. Either way, we'll be back soon, ladies and gentlemen, as we have got AGO versus Heroic, more Poles versus Danes in the StarSeries qualification. Don't go anywhere.